The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Para X, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
The following program contains opinions expressed by the Dead Zone. If you find this broadcast offensive, lighten up, candy ass.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's a radio show.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Initialize sequence now.
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. Control is good. 5, rocket time 3, 2, 1, engage.
Dead Zone WDZRDB Worldwide. Welcome to the Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show.
Here we are, 4 days away from Christmas. Man, that went so fast. Hope you guys are doing okay. Tonight's guest is a returning guest from a year ago. Great friend of the show, RobbieThomas, psychic profiler. You guys are going to love this. I have no idea. We haven't talked in so long. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? It's crazy. Hang around. We've got some brand new bands that have joined the Dead Zone family, so don't go away.
Hey, this is Michelle. Join me Sundays at 8 o'clock Eastern for paranormal news and events.
Paranormal news.
Hey guys, it's Michelle with Paranormal News and Events. I was checking out phantomsandmonsters.com and found this story here. Can a rake humanoid attach its energy to someone? A Canadian woman only witnessed a pale humanoid when in the presence of her Swedish ex-boyfriend. Since then, the same entity has again manifested around the ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. I recently came across the following account. In 2012, my then-boyfriend lived in Sweden. I lived in Canada. He came to visit me, and during one of the evenings, I woke up to something strange perched at the foot of the bed. It was a pale, thin, humanoid figure. It was completely hairless, and the legs seemed to be bowed in some way. It seemed to walk on all fours despite looking human. I couldn't see much of its face since it was looking away from me. It looked a lot like the creature from the fictional story, The Rake. When I gasped, it hopped off the bed and into the darkness. My partner heard me and woke to ask me what was wrong. I didn't tell him as to not alarm him while trying to rest. In 2014, he was visiting me once more, and we were once again in bed sleeping. I woke up to hear my boyfriend screaming like I've never heard before. I immediately turned on the light and shook him to try to snap him out of it, but he just screamed, and then he cried. About 30 or so minutes, he finally was calm enough to explain what had happened. Apparently, he woke up to a pale humanoid figure with a gaping mouth and black sunken eyes basically on top of him. As he screamed, the figure slowly backed itself into the closet hole, staring at him, crawling on all fours. I felt sick. I had never told him about what I saw a few years prior. There's no way he could have known and described what I saw perfectly like that. Now it's shown up again. My ex messaged me today, we're still friends, and he told me his now girlfriend has seen the pale man. They were asleep, and apparently she woke up to see this thing stalking around the room, and it noticed her frozen in fear, so it crawled up next to her. My ex woke up and tried to console her. She described what she saw. It apparently was a perfect, exact match to the thing we both saw. I only ever told him what I saw after his experience, and she has never heard of either of our experiences. Is this just a mass coincidence of hallucinating while waking up? Is it a demon or some sort of haunting? I'm really freaked out. Signed, S.H. So anybody out there ever had any experiences with a creature like this, what they call the rake? My son and a friend of his thought that they saw it out in the woods where we live one day a few years back, and it freaked them both out for quite a while. It's still something that he talks about. I've never personally experienced anything like that, but if you have, send me your story at michelle.deadzone@gmail.com.
Do you know where the world's most secret bases are located? Do you know what spooky action at a distance means? Is there a conspiracy by aliens to prevent us from conquering space? And where is the best place in the United States to see a real UFO? Find the answers to all these questions and more in Mac Maloney's new book, Mac Maloney's Haunted Universe. Visit places you never knew existed: the Hampton Tunnels of Tokyo, the UFO Trail in South America, Ong's Hat, and the very mysterious M Triangle. Mac Maloney Haunted Universe contains hundreds of reports on ghosts, haunted planes and ships, weird celebrity deaths, mysterious sounds, and a breakdown of every monster in America, state by state. You've heard him talk about it on the radio. Now get all of Mac's paranormal research in one large volume, Mac Maloney's Haunted Universe, with a foreword by the very famous Juan Juan. On sale now in your local bookstore or on Amazon.com.
Now, the next story that I found was on Coast to Coast AM. Thai paranormal show canceled following controversial ghost hunt. And again, I'm going to say this, I say this all the time. There are words, cities, names in a lot of these stories that I just cannot pronounce very well. So I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. A popular paranormal television program in Thailand has been canceled following a controversial ghost hunt in which one of the investigators dishonored a national heroine. The strange incident reportedly occurred when the team from Chong Song Phi, which translates to the real ghosts, were visiting a temple that serves as a shrine and final resting place for Lady Mo, a weird figure who, legend has it, saved the city's residents from a forced evacuation by invading forces in the 19th century. During the televised hunt, a purported psychic medium claimed to be in communication with Lady Mo's husband and asserted that the spirit told her that his adopted daughter named Bunlua had actually been his mistress. Oddly enough, the episode originally aired back in February, and the alleged revelation from the other side apparently did not cause much of a stir. However, for reasons unexplained, word of the ghost hunt began spreading on social media in Thailand over the last few weeks. The simmering discontent over the episode reaching a full boil this week when several officials in Thailand decried the actions of Chong Song Phi's ghost hunters. The show is disrespecting Lady Mo and destroying her and Lady Bunlua's virtue, declared the head of a group dedicated to preserving the heroine's memory. Meanwhile, the individual who oversees the temple dedicated to the heroine demanded that the ghost hunters apologize for their actions. The outrage was also echoed by a local government official who also lambasted the program. They should research the historical facts before going on air like this. Wichian Shantaran Tai said, "They cannot claim something by contacting ghosts. It's not science." He went on to suggest that the city in which the temple is located may even pursue some kind of legal action against the ghost hunters, as well as the television network behind Chong Song Phi. It would seem that the strong messages of condemnation were received loud and clear as the broadcaster promptly announced that they have decided to cancel the program. So hear that, ghost hunters? Be careful who is actually coming through and giving you messages, and be careful who you tell those messages to. I guess that's what I'm getting out of this. We can't speak our mind at all. Anyway, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, and keeping their head up through everything. Thanks again. Have a great week.
Hello, this is Christopher St. Booth, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Ervaring.
Are you in a band or know of a band that is currently unsigned and looking for airplay for free? We want to hear from you. One of the main goals of the show is to help promote up-and-coming bands and artists as well as our paranormal community. Getting your name out there can be tough, especially these days. Shoot us an email, deadzonebooking@gmail.com. If your music fits our genre, hard rock, 80s, 90s metal, and new metal, we want to help. That being said, please welcome the newest members of the Dead Zone family, Midnight Motel. You can check those guys out on YouTube. Excellent video, and they're also on Spotify. This one's from Adrenaline Junkies, The Reason. These guys have a great sound, so don't be shy. Crank that.
But I never knew the reason why. Young woman, you bleed me dry.
Think about that. Your band could be next. Riggs, Scum of the earth. I am the scum.
What makes bad kids bad? What makes them do the things they do? Booze, babes, and bad guys.
This is Rick McCullum of the Hollywood Ghost Hunters, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone WDZRDB worldwide.
Okay, and now back to business.
If all radio stations in town were palm trees, we'd be the one with the biggest coconuts.
Now,
here are the one, the only
Dead Zone.
Okay, in just a few moments, we're going to get Robbie on the phone. I just read today, by the way, he's in Ontario, of course. They're going to be on complete lockdown starting the 24th, Christmas Eve, for 2 weeks. Complete lockdown. You can't do anything. Are you? Oh man, I mean, it's bad enough as it is, right? Let's hear it from him. And the phone's ringing, and I'm not hearing anything.
Hello?
Hello? Robbie!
Hello!
How long has it been, man?
It's been a mile and a half.
It has been a long time. Man, how you guys holding up?
Yeah, we're doing good up here. I mean, we're in our igloos, and we're holding up pretty good. And these four walls are talking to me, so...
Oh, yeah.
I'm managing. Yeah. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay. Dude, I just saw that starting Christmas Eve, the 24th, you guys in Ontario going on 24-hour complete lockdown.
Yeah, that's the proposed situation for the next 2 weeks after that, even longer. He doesn't want to do it, but apparently Quebec is doing it. And then after Quebec, there's another province that's going to do it. You got to look at it this way. The kids are coming home from college. You know what they want to do. They want to hit the bars. They want to hit the malls.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're saying, let's close it up.
Right. Just to be safe. I get it. Yeah. Luckily, it is during a holiday when most businesses are shut down anyway, right?
That's true. That is true. Okay. Man. So anyway, what have you been doing just to stay sane, Yeah, I know. Well, we shot a new series. It's called Halloween Obsessed.
Okay.
We did that in July. Now, the funky thing about this is, it blew up, and it's huge. It's award-winning director from Hollywood, and she got Leonard Skinner's keyboard player.
Cool.
Who's going to put, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's righteous right there.
Right.
And then got Dee Wallace.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. She helped me at Scarefest. I got lost when the show shut down. I got lost in the building, and she helped me find my way out.
She did this.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, help me, Dee, help me.
Yeah. For real. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Right on. Belinda Palmer has a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And she's put this together, and she asked me, she said, I've done her show. She has a radio show called Bat Chat out of L.A.
Cool.
And I've done it for years, right?
Yeah.
Like yours. And she said, hey, Rob, would you like to do something a little wanky? And I said, what's that?
Yeah.
And she said, let's do this, and you do all the paranormal side, and take me to places no one's ever been. And I said, well, how about the belly of a volcano? And
yeah. Okay.
The pirate boat is still there.
Yeah.
The whole 9 yards. So we did that. We did that segment. And the weirdest thing, how synchronicity is.
Yeah.
When I put on Facebook and social media, I said, I'm looking for this type of chair. It's Victorian, Gothic, the high back end, everything. Well, no more than 20 minutes go by and lady goes, you ain't going to believe this, but there's a lady in close to your town who has that exact chair.
Yeah.
And I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm flipping out. And then, so I go in and I call the gentleman up, and it just turns out he's the producer and host of a third season show in Canada that's going to go now on Netflix.
Right.
And it's about tattoos.
Yeah.
And that's his chair.
Oh, really? Very cool.
It was cool.
Very cool. Yeah. What company is it? The one that shot the Paranormal Night Shift was out of Canada too. We shot that in Buffalo.
Okay. These guys they own Neon Crab Inc.
Yeah.
Which is and it's they got 6 studios from my hometown, which borders Michigan, all the way up through Toronto in Ontario.
Right.
They strictly do the tattoo scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's killing me right now. I can't not remember the name of the company, but yeah, they're up there too. I mean, I flew up there. They kind of met you halfway, in Buffalo there. When we did that, and that was a year ago, and it just came out last week. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was great.
You're a big star, you.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I had like 15 minutes of fame. That's it.
That's
Andy Warhol.
In your back pocket.
Very cool. So you've got that show come out. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've been working. You haven't been just stuck like everyone else. You've been actually doing something, right?
Yeah, dude. I have murder cases.
Oh yeah.
In fact, and it's just last week, I get this weird text, and the lady goes, "Is this Rob?" And I'm looking at my wife and I'm going, And this is at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going, this is really weird. They got my number. Who has my personal number?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, who's this? And they said, well, do you remember Linda in Arkansas? And I'm trying to remember. I do a lot of cases, as you know.
That's my home state, yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah. And she said, well, the boy was murdered, and you said 3 people did it. We went over your report, and your report solved the case. The funny thing is, though, they glanced at it and put it in a pile, never really registered to them, but you named everybody that was in there.
Right.
And she's talking to me on the phone now. We're talking, now it's about 12:30 in the morning, and we're talking. And it just so happened that the poor lady died in July.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we know what's going on, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
COVID, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was the mom. And so I promised her I'd help get this case solved, and I think she pushed from the other side to make those people look at that report again. They looked at it. Now, the people who were handling this case, that lady ran for senator in Arkansas.
Okay.
And she obviously didn't make it, but she has an investigative team with the law enforcement, and then they went back and looked at all the reports and everything. And it was just an amazing story she was telling me about the well-to-do family, and the pig blood, and you can imagine, going and trying to dump it and where the scene to throw it off, and she's saying, I don't understand why. And I'm thinking, well, DNA of a pig is pretty difficult.
Close to a human, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Huh. So how is that working out?
Well, the last part we spoke of, they're going to go and look in the pits.
Yes.
Now you picture me. I'm in Canada. I do all the remote viewing from here down to the States and what have you.
Right.
And that time I was not in Arkansas, and I mentioned the 2 pits with the bulldozer and the trees down.
Yes.
And she said, I can't believe it. You said it'd be about 10 minutes away from the home, and it's actually 7.5 minutes from the home.
Right.
And so she says they're going in those pits to find the body.
They're going to dig them out. Right. Man.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff going on. And,
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, there's still no closure on the case that we spoke about last year, down south from us here, right?
Oh, that one there. Yeah, that's really strange because I'm sitting with the file. I have the gentleman's photographs.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
The witness has spoken to the law enforcement there. They know everything, but it's, how can I say it? If they don't piece it, they're going to lose it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been so long now. I mean, they've went through what? I think at least 2 different suspects. They had an idea of who had did this, and it's like everything you read, they don't know. You know what I mean? They're guessing.
Right. Well, the 2 suspect drawings match the 2 individuals that were the photographs I have.
Right.
It's people say it's one guy. It's actually now. So now a little bit more news come out on your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there wasn't just one guy. There were 2.
That's right.
Okay. I kind of had a suspicion about that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. I know.
I guess we'll find out.
We will if the what's funny? They get a hold of me.
Yeah.
From not only law enforcement but witnesses.
Yeah.
And she sat on my social media for a year before opening her mouth.
Right.
And so I mean, she's terrified.
Right. Now is she afraid of repercussions from someone else?
The suspects?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, or them or their families and friends. Yeah.
Definitely.
Amazing. I just don't know what to say about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's really strange. Here's another strange one. Just 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
We hear about ladies. I'm getting a tattoo, and the lady says, "Do you do grave robbers?" And I'm saying, "You mean the kind that go and steal items?" And she goes, "Well, this is a little bigger than just items.
Steal corpses."
Thinking,
yeah.
But that didn't hit me. I'm thinking gravestone, right?
Right.
I mean, what, gravestone? She goes, "No, they took the person."
Wow.
And I go, "Oh, you're kidding me!" And it's right in my hometown.
Oh.
And I'm going, no way. So yeah, I'm going. Yeah, well, let's do this. And I'm waiting for her to get a hold of the family. It's really hard because the parents are in their 70s.
Yeah.
They just buried this girl. She, committed suicide. Unfortunately,
right.
Sad, very sad.
Yes.
So they went and buried her. No big ceremony. It was just the parents, best friend, and another best friend. Nobody knew about it. And then they went back the next day, or the next day after, and she was dug up and gone.
So someone was watching.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. You nailed it. Yeah.
Huh. That's amazing. And that's probably not the first time.
You know, in this town, it's the first time.
Is it the first time?
It's the first time a body got
Taken, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's big time jail.
Oh, yeah, and it hasn't been that long ago, and nothing has turned out. There's been nothing.
Nothing at all. You know, the police went down there and they took a look, and they had no evidence, no entrails. They were so precise in how they dug up the grave site, and when they put the dirt back, they put it back in place almost exactly the same way.
Oh, really?
Because of the elevation of the land, and it it crumbled.
Yeah.
You could tell it was taken out. Yeah. Yeah, really strange. You know, they really had her brother in my home. I don't know the guy. I don't know the man. The first time I met him.
Right.
2 weeks ago, when this all happened, and we have Facebook Marketplace. So I'm selling an item I bought that's brand new, and he wanted to buy it.
Right.
So he comes over to the house, and he texts me first. He says, "I have a little problem at the gravesite. Something got stolen." And okay, I didn't ask any questions after he came over and bought the booze.
Yeah.
2 days ago, I'm getting a tattoo, and the lady says to me, "Yeah, my best friend had something happened, got stolen." I'm putting one and one together and going.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started describing him to her,
Yeah.
and she goes, "That's because that's her brother."
Oh.
I said, "Oh gosh, how uncanny is that?"
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, it's another one to work on, right?
Yeah, we're working on it. I'm going to be going to the gravesite with them and the police here probably this weekend.
This weekend. Wow.
Yeah.
What a way to spend the Christmas, right?
You know it. You know it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of tattoos now, let's change the subject here a little bit. I noticed you've got a new tattoo.
I've got a new tattoo.
And explain to me what Metaspirit Walker is. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Métis is the first actual people of Canada.
Okay.
So when you say Métis,
Uh-huh.
I am of indigenous blood.
Very cool.
So when the Europeans came over to Canada in 1600s, in the 1600s,
yeah,
they married into indigenous people. My great-grandmother ancestor was the one who started the Métis line out of Quebec when the New France began. When Champlain came down and brought his fur trade, my great-grandfather, Chief Roque Manitobwich, was Huron chief native Algonquin Iroquois, and he became friends with Le Tardif. And Le Tardif was one of the men who worked with Champlain's company, and he became their interpreter and guide. So they started doing all the fur trade through Canada and the United States. And that was my great-grandfather ancestor.
Right.
And my grandmother, Obi Habachinook, was the spirit walker. So she gave birth to a girl, and the girl became, I wouldn't say property of, but the Tardif said, "I will raise her as white, because then she'll have a better chance in life and go further," right?
Right.
So my great-grandfather agreed. The whole story's there. My heritage page is on my website. So he gave his daughter to be raised by the Tardif. She met a gentleman by the name of Martin Prevost, who was my great-grandfather, European French side. So that, when they had babies, the babies became Métis, which means mixed breed.
Mixed breed, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How did you trace your lineage back to that?
Oh, that was very simple. I knew since age 2.
Oh, okay.
That, I was Métis. But I picked up the phone and called the chief in Quebec, and the chief says, "I have your mother's death records here." It just took me 50-some years to do this.
Right.
So I called up, and she says, "I need your baptismal records, which will have your mom and dad's name on it.
Right.
I need your mother's baptismal records, which will have her mom and dad's name on it. And I need your grandmother baptismal records, which will have her mom and dad's name on it." And then they'll trace the names all the way back.
Right.
I give them to her, and sure enough, they traced all the names all the way back, and there they are, my family.
Very cool. That was kind of easy, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
It truly was. Yeah, it happened all within a week.
Within a week. Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So I am no longer a Canadian citizen. I am Métis Nation.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That tattoo's great. Love that, man. It looks really cool.
Yeah, that the one I designed that crest. So you see the Ojibwa,
yeah,
and you see the Abenaki.
Right.
The Abenaki. Now, here's a little story for people. As the Pilgrims came over to America back in the 1600s, they forced my grandmother and her family to leave Massachusetts. And as they left Massachusetts and went inward into land, that's where that all started with all the Pilgrims back. And that's where you have Thanksgiving.
Huh. So that tribe, it was an American, and a Native American that was indigenous to what is now the United States. It was from Canada.
No, she was American, Native American.
Oh, okay.
She met my grandfather ancestors. They had to flee from all the killing. She had to flee with her,
okay.
Her tribe.
Okay.
Yeah, Hitman. They came up and through Canada.
Yeah. Okay, now I understand. Now I got you. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Very cool. All right, man. One more thing.
Yeah.
I think we might be short. I don't know. We got like 18 minutes, 18, 16, whatever. I did see you've got a book that you've put out there. It's Signs from Heaven. Now, was that before or after Psychic Profiler?
No, that's way before. The latest book would be the Psychic Profiler book.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if we delved into the production side of this of that book that's garnered a TV series, but we've been sitting down. It's really uncanny because I was going to retire, and it was this time.
You're too young to retire. What's wrong with you?
I know. And you know what the funny thing was? It was this time last year.
Yeah.
Exactly this time last year. And then I get an email, and it's from the people, the vice president of a production company out of Colorado.
Yeah.
And they did Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yes. Okay.
I'm thinking, okay, I'll sit down and I'll talk to you. You tell me what you got to offer. Well, it wasn't just a 1 hour, 2 hour conversation. It turned into 2 weeks, 3-4 hours a day conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And then getting all the police back on board, getting everybody to have their interview with the vice president, everything like that. The case is all submitted. Everything is down. Perfect. Then I get another letter. Well, because COVID hit then in March, as we know.
Right, yeah.
Everything's stalemated.
Yeah.
So then I get another letter from another dog show, different producers, different everything, another production.
Right.
And they said, we want to, revisit with you on this again. I said, okay. So now I have something thrown in front of me for them, and I'm sitting with 2 now.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, wow, what 3 times a charm? I don't know.
Right.
But 2's enough. And I have to choose. So when this pandemic is done, I have to make my mind up. And I'm going to be honest here with you, the money's fantastic.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's not about the money. Because I looked at the sequence of how we're going to help the families.
Yes.
And that was the first thing that was on my mind, was because we can't let them down. There's no thing about money with families. They were talking about family members here, and we got to treat people right. So,
right.
Yeah, I got to make a decision.
Well, the best thing about it is you've got 2 different production companies vying for your business, as it were, and I'm sure you can negotiate something, between the 2. Play one against the other. Maybe you can get a better deal.
No, absolutely.
It
was because that's what I did. I'm not no sunshine fool here.
Yeah.
I did that, and it was, they're beautiful people, and they want to do the same thing and get it done, get it on the road,
right.
Help families, and move on.
Right. Man, it's hard anyway because it takes a year at least to get it filmed, to get it, and then get it sold to a network, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing.
Yeah.
Networks.
Yeah.
I love it. There's, I don't know how many networks. I remember the number saying something like 24 major executives have looked at it, and out of the 24, there was like 12 that were really interested in wanting. And that was like before the pandemic, right?
Yes.
So everything got closed down. Nobody's doing anything. So I don't know where we stand right now.
Well, this can't last forever. It's not going to end tomorrow, but they're going to be hungry for new shows, new money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
And I'll tell you something out there, everybody's tuning in, listening to this. You can actually bet your bottom dollar that the next shows that are coming on will have to do with up feeling, good feel, family virtue, that type of thing. It's not going to be we're just rushing cops. It's going to be, no, we're going to be there for the families. That's what we're looking for. It'll bring everybody up.
Right. You're going to show some closure, some good feelings, good vibes.
You got it.
You know it. Yep. All right, man. Where can we find your books? We all know you got like 1 million websites out there, right?
Yeah. You can, I keep it simple. Go to RobbieThomas.net, and on there's a bunch of pages.
Yes. Yes.
Pages.
Yes.
And you can see the library and hit that. It'll take you to Amazon and wherever you want to go.
Right. Okay. And are you doing any like speaking or any kind of lecture? You think maybe coming up?
Yeah, that's another thing. My tour got canceled.
Yeah.
Not really hurt because there's a lot of people who wanted to do this, and the worst thing was when we were giving back everybody all their ticket money.
Yeah.
And we're canceling out on all these people, and everybody's hopes fell.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what this pandemic was.
Right.
Nobody knew what was really, going to happen to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yes.
But, it's in the back of my mind. I have a good idea, hopefully maybe by the end of next summer, if everything goes good for every one of us, and we get past this, we might do something.
All right. Now, I talked to Scotty Rourke. You know Scotty Rourke, right?
Yeah.
He was on the show a few months back, and I was like, I'm not sure how big they were or anything like that, but up around closer to you, what is it, Michigan or Wisconsin or something like that? Yeah. They were doing shows. They were doing something. I mean, they weren't just sitting here going, what do I do now? Like we are,
Yeah.
And
the unfortunate circumstances of that is, I know if you can go on, and we all hang together. There's a lot of paranormal people on people's pages.
Yeah.
But lately I've been reading, please say a prayer for our team member because
they've come down with it. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I know.
And how did you come down with it? You went ghost hunting. How did you
Right.
went to an event?
Right.
Yes. So it's not worth it.
No, absolutely not. Especially not for older folks like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're ancient.
Yeah, he'll get you, man. He'll get you. It will definitely get you. All right, man. And I'll let you go, man. It's so good to talk to you again. It's been over a year, it seems like, right?
Yeah, it has been. You know what? You're right. It's been about a year and 2 weeks exactly. I've seen the last memory thing come up on Facebook there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm back on. Yeah, come here.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, let's hope we can. Let's hope we can get together at a meet and greet sometime soon.
That would be nice.
That would be awesome.
Zombie,
absolutely, man.
You know it.
I guarantee you, when we meet again, me and you, zombie dust.
Good 12-pack at least.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, Robbie, I appreciate it, man, and tell the family Merry Christmas and stay safe.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to yours, and you guys be safe, and God bless you.
All right, God bless you. Hope to see you soon.
You will, dude. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Robbie Thomas. Once again, the Gremlins have taken over and ruined our audio. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, even with the bad audio. Thank you for tuning in, and from the Dead Zone, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
left the palace for the tower instead. But to see the city without St. Paul's, we'd rather be dead, girl. Save the church. Can't watch it burn. Save the church. Won't let it burn. That's all the sun shall rise and night comes to end. Until tonight when they come bomb us again. Don't lose your faith in God, we've been here before. St. Paul's Cathedral standing tall forevermore. Yeah. Save the church. Can't watch it burn. Save the church. Won't let it
The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They crawl all over your dirty snout, your chest. My name is David Walton. I am a vocal performer for What Are You Afraid Of? Horror and Paranormal show. And I have carried the burden of a terrible secret. I am actually what is offensively called a ghost. For years now I have concealed my ectoplasmic existence from my friends and family, in fear of a common prejudice against ghosts, or what we like to call the disembodied. I have existed frightened of being discovered, unable to do physical acts that the embodied take for granted, such as walking a squirrel, or drinking a glass of vitamin E milk fresh squeezed from a whale. I grew depressed and even considered acts of self-harm or reincarnation, which is suicide for the disembodied. Such movies as Ghostbusters and its sequels drove my feelings of disenfranchisement, and I began looking for help, only to encounter painful exorcisms in the houses I haunted. Then I met two good people, it says here, Fox and Phil, at What Are You Afraid Of? Horror and Paranormal. and they help me take control of my own life. Now, it is my choice whether I wish to make phantom bounds in the night, appear at the foot of your bed in darkness, or make your walls bleed. If you are a disembodied person like I am, and you're living a lie, What Are You Afraid Of can help you too. They are on at 9 p.m. on Friday nights at Para X Radio, leaving plenty of time for midnight haunting activities, and can be found on all major podcast services. Listen to their paranormal stories, interviews, humorous sketches and horror fiction to know that you are not alone. And if you are a member of the embodied, don't forget, you are only a single heart attack or tumour away from becoming one of us. This is David Walton. See you on the other side, or as I call it, this side. And that is the end of a perfect day.
Good evening. I am Sammy Terry, and you're listening to the Dead Zone.
Your source for everything paranormal, Para X.
If you've enjoyed this episode, share it with your friends.
This is the Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show.
Thanks for listening.